I know you said you just got into it about a year ago, but do you go into it as a single player or do you run with a squad when you play?
Both.
Well, Shams, obviously the big three in Brooklyn did not work out, but on the bright side, what a return they got for Kevin Durant.
It was one of the biggest packages in NBA history. They got 4 first-round picks, a bunch of other pick swaps, and listen, losing Kevin Durant as well as Kyrie Irving, that definitely hurt the Nets, but their front office is very happy with the haul that they were able to get.
And they can really build, and it's going to be fascinating, I think, Shams, to watch them build.
First-time head coach and Jordi Fernandez, they know that they're building for the long haul and the long term. It's not just about one season in Brooklyn. They're trying to compete and have sustainable success.
So the next starting 5 goes in out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Russell. Then it's Sharp. And it's Melton in at the 2 spot. And Chicago has possession after De'Aaron that didn't go.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Melton. And it's White with the rebound. For Chicago, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Giddey kicks to White. Passes it to Big Dog for 3. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Russell. They grabbed their own miss. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Here's Big Dog. Boy, he was something else against Boston. And Vucevic throws it down.
Nikola Vucevic skilled at rolling hard to the rim after setting the screen. That is a smart play.
The Nets still looking like they're getting going. 6-point game. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
And their last matchup was a nail-biter, but they hung on, and in part it was because of their rebound.
To the inside, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
6'8". That's excellent size, and Josh Giddey makes that dunk easy work.
And Shams, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. Distinction every young player would love to have. Take a look at Big Dog. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap.
Has wasted no time making his presence felt, and he's setting a very high standard for this year's rookie class.
Now, here's Melton. 11-point game his last outing.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
That's the Big Dog. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Over in the corner, Williams. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Nets trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Johnson, a wide open look. Out of bounds. It'll be the Bulls' ball.
Chicago ball.
Well, every team goes into the draft looking for finishers like these. Here are the most efficient scorers among this year's rookie class. Well, you look at Buzelis, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Big Dog. He's in that same group.
Well, I think it's safe to say these two have made the adjustment to the brand of defense being played in the NBA. Their shooting percentages are just fantastic.
Here's Wilson. It's good. Wilson's got his second bucket. Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity now.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
So for the Bulls, their last game, a win against Boston. Here's Big Dog. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. That's 7 points for Big Dog.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Outside, Russell. The pass to Melton. Knocked loose. Giddey against Russell. And the shot goes in.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Melton. The three. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Big Dog. And the three off target. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Trailing by 13. The feed now to Johnson. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the bucket by the Nets. Shots good by Big Dog.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some. And I think that's what the fans want. But there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes the free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality, and adding some more attention to detail defensively, and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And no doubt coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're getting...
Chicago leading by 4. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Josh Giddey is out there with Dosunmu. And it's Big Dog in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Chicago.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
And you look at White, he's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities on All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Now, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
With the fadeaway. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Russell looking it over. Pass to Wilson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. On the way to CBA, introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax, it's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It's just fascinating. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
No, DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Russell with a wide-open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Russell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Vucevic finds Giddey. There's Big Dog. Defended by Sharp. Big Dog. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Number 25.
Big Dog's got 5 points in the quarter. Nets trail by 8. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement. That will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. Here's Wilson. Rebound by the Bulls. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Driving to the basket. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. No good on the triple. Chicago leading by 11. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Outside Williams. Tosses it to Big Dog. Shot clock at 6. Another three for Chicago.
Yeah, another three. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
They need this. And that one's good. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
Giddey against Russell. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist.
Number 25.
Giddey's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Russell. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Orlando. Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Melton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And there's the pass to Giddey. Hey, Shams, you're always on the pulse of those league-changing trades. We certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Across the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness. Even New York, getting OG Anunoby at the trade deadline. This is a league that's built on capitalizing at the moment and striking when the iron's hot, and we saw multiple teams do that this last season.
Yeah, that trade deadline was phenomenal for those teams you mentioned. Really impactful.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
There's Big Dog. And finished off by Williams.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Timeout called the Nets.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
And the Bulls will go for it. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back right after this.
The Nets, 43.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, Big Dog has been really making it happen, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's 5. We've got Johnson, Wilson in at the 3 spot. Here's Big Dog. He's guarded by Russell. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Chicago shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Yeah, I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
One shot.
And that one falls for Williams. It's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. On the wing, Melton. Pass to Sharp. Launches it. It's hauled in by Big Dog. Big Dog's got 4 rebounds in this game. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Giddey, no one around him. And it's Melton with the rebound.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Here's Big Dog. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist.
Number 25.
Giddey's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Big Dog, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And Giddey gets it to go.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Melton passes to Russell. Back to Melton. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Giddey's got his 6th rebound on the night. Williams finds Giddey. Here's Big Dog. Fires for 3. It's good from long range. Big Dog's got 29 in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Right side, Russell looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got his 7th rebound here tonight. White, he gets it in there. White's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. One of the great stories here, Big Dog getting it done today.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Chicago. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And checking out Brooklyn 4 games back.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they've been a revelation here in the early going. Some people, including myself, had doubts about their plan coming into the season, but no question it's working.
You know, it just looks to me like they're having fun out there, and sometimes that's contagious. It drives success. This is beautiful.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Melton. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Count it. Good. 33 points for Big Dog.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Brooklyn's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Shots good by Wilson.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Russell against Giddey. Good. Nice job down low. 12 points for him.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
That one falls. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Kicks it out to Wilson. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Wilson's got 5 points in the quarter.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Outside Williams. Here's Big Dog. 33 points for him. And Vucevic throws it down.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, legit threat to finish it with authority.
Outside Russell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Friday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And for that matchup with the 76ers, that's going to be one where it could take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Melton passes to Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
D'Angelo Russell rises up and drops the hammer.
Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And White kicks to Giddey. Pass to Big Dog. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Nets. Melton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Sharp finds Melton. Pass to Russell. Here's the 3. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And Chicago shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. And Giddey gets it to go.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Russell against Giddey. Now Wilson, 13 points in the game. To the middle. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Giddey with the bounce pass. Out to the wing. Here's Big Dog. The three-pointer no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Giddey the pass to Big Dog. Inside. And Vucevic throws it down.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last trip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Vucevic against Sharp. Dishes to Johnson. Offline with his 3. Here's Big Dog. 33 points for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First,
just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Kobe White. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Chicago ball.
Bulls making a switch here. Smith is checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Clowney's checked in. And Martin subbed in. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Williams, he's checked in for Jalen Smith. Big Dog comes in for Buzelis. Kobe White, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Jones. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. The guard set is Giddey and White. Patrick Williams is out there with Big Dog. And it's Collins in a
triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Giddey the pass to Collins. Over Johnson. Here's Big Dog. Lays it up off the glass. Big Dog's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Johnson kicks to Russell. To the left side wing. Watford. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
The assist.
Russell's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Chicago leading by 21. The pass to Big Dog. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Big Dog's got 38 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Russell with it. Johnson up top. And Johnson with the stop.
Size and athleticism by Cam Johnson. How about that vertical?
Down low, here's Big Dog. Basket good. Big Dog's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Russell against Giddey. The 3 from Johnson. It's hauled in by Big Dog. Bulls have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14.
That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job.
Big Dog the pass to Collins. And good that time.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Johnson and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, Cam Johnson puts that defender in a compromised position. Really good job creating the contact.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Cameron Johnson taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
You know what's interesting to me about Cam Johnson? He comes into the league with a reputation strictly as a sweet shooter. The fact is he's proven to be much more than that.
And the Bulls making a change here. Smith has checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Clowney's checked in. And Martin subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. And both free throws good for Johnson. The Bulls have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Here's Big Dog. Back to Giddey. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the wing right side. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Back to Russell. He can't get that one to fall. Nice defense from Giddey. Pass to Big Dog. To the paint. Here's Collins. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And the net shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Touched by Russell.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
So for the Bulls, Kevin Huerter comes in for Kobe White. And Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
That's tipped. It's stolen by Jones. Passes it to Big Dog. Rebounded by the Nets. Johnson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Russell against Jones. Russell kicks to Wilson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Clowney. Collins with some nice D.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Big dog. And again, no good by Chicago.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Right side, Wilson. High post try. Rebound by Smith. Well, Chicago's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Big Dog. It's good.
Number 25.
Big Dog's got 42 in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Big Dog, the pass to Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Jalen Smith taking flight. Get up, young fella.
Pass to Wilson. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Big Dog. Lays it up and banks it in. Big Dog's got 44.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Johnson kicks to Martin. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And we won. Just one guy all night long, guys. And look at the state. That just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a... And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups, so kick back, get your popcorn ready. And a happy Thursday evening to you. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. McKitty and White pair to make the backcourt. Williams and Vucevic are inside. And it's Big Dog and it's small forward. And for San Antonio, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Vassell in at the 3. And when it comes